Hi friends, welcome to the third and final lesson in 3 ways to solve a trinomial. I will, however, make a fourth lesson where we're going to derive or prove the quadratic formula. It's just going to be an additional lesson, all right? So let's do this one. We are completing a square now. So the first thing you want to do, you want to take the constant, that's the number without x, to the other side. We want to transpose that 8. Let me rewrite that. Plus 8 equals 0. We want to transpose that, so it's going to be x squared minus 6x. Take it to the other side. Since it's positive, it's going to become negative. So the next thing you want to do is, remember the standard equation, ax squared plus bx plus c. You always want to take your b, multiply that by half, then square. We want to take the b, multiply by half, then square it. What is b in our case? b is negative 6. So we're going to do that. We will say x squared minus 6x. Then we add that term where we take the b, multiply by the half, and square. You can't just add it on the left hand side and move on with life. You must also add it on the right hand side to bring the balance. Okay. So what you do on the left, you must do on the right. Let's recap. You first take your constant, transpose it to the other side, then look for your b, multiply it by half, and square it. Okay. We continue. X squared minus 6x plus. I will advise you to simplify. I know you can just punch this into your calculator and get the answer, but I'll advise you to simplify the inside of the bracket first, because that number is very important. We're going to use it very soon. Let's simplify the inside. Minus 6 multiplied by half. Half of 6 is negative 3 squared equals to plus. We're going to get the same thing here. Minus 3 squared. Great. We can now proceed. X squared minus 6x plus negative 3 squared is 9 equals to minus 8 plus 9. Okay. Then we are going to factorize the left hand side. Listen to this. It will always be a perfect square, meaning your factors are going to be identical, exactly the same. And your factor will always be that number I was talking about, the number inside the bracket before you square. Your factor will always be the number inside that bracket before you square. That's why I said it's important, okay? So we know that it's going to be x minus 3, and I said it's going to be identical factors. Minus 3, okay? Equals to minus 8 plus 9 is 1. All right. Remember, when we have a bracket with a square like that, it means write the bracket twice. Now we have the bracket written twice. We have to reverse it to that. Okay, so we're going to have x minus 3 squared equals to 1. Great. We are solving for x. We want to try by all means to get rid of anything distracting us. We want to move everything out of the way until we are left with x. So that square is a problem. We have to remove it. Remember I told you a square root is the enemy of a square. So we're going to put a square root both sides. And also remember, on the side where you don't have a variable, when you put a square root, it must come with a plus or minus. So it's going to be plus or minus square root of 1. Square root and square cancel each other. Then we have x minus 3 remaining on the left hand side. and plus or minus square root of 1 is 1. Now let's split the plus and minus. X minus 3 equals to plus 1, or x minus 3 equals to minus 1. Lovely. Transpose the negative 3. It's going to become positive 3 when it gets to the other side. Or we do the same thing here. We're going to transpose that. Minus 1 minus 3. 1 plus 3 is 4. Or minus, it's plus 3 there. Minus 1 plus 3 is 2. These answers are exactly the same as the answers we got while we were using the quadratic formula and when we factorized. So it holds. That's happiness. Thank you very much, guys, for joining me and sticking with me throughout the series. I hope you grab something. Keep on practicing. Your efforts will be rewarded. I can send you over. Amen. Thank you. See you in the next series.